The last phase of the MCU removed its biggest phaser only to have him phase right back into WandaVision. After the series finale saw two Visions square off, the all-new, all-different White Vision for some reason took this opportunity to not phase, but crash through a ceiling window. This makes us think we're due for the Vision to reappear sooner rather than later, so let's talk about the upcoming projects where that is most likely to happen. We'll start with what seems to be the most obvious place for Vision to reappear: Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Where Wanda goes, the Vision tends not to be far behind, and Marvel Studios has confirmed that the story of the Scarlet Witch continues in the next Doctor Strange movie. Her powers have definitely been given a major overhaul and upgrade over the course of WandaVision. We don't expect her to hold back once she connects with the Strange One. Agatha mentions,
"Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme,"
referring to Doctor Strange, which could indicate that Strange may have a confrontational dynamic when we see them together in the future. Given the post-credit sequence at the end of WandaVision, we saw an astral projecting Wanda with the Darkhold, and if you were paying attention, you also heard the cries of the twins. We don't know if that means she's trying to resurrect them or is connecting to them in another reality. Either way, when she masters the trick she'll be practicing, she'll probably want the whole gang back together. Sure, White Vision may have Paul Bettany's glimmering oceanic blue eyes to fall into, but he still needs to find that soul. So his missus might be the only one in the MCU with the Humpty Dumpty powers to put him back together again. What if the Duel of the Visions gets a rematch after Wanda snatches her vision from an alternate reality? Lots of ways it could go, because when you've got magic at play, you basically give the MCU writers a dark hold on whatever they want to do. Let's talk about other job possibilities for the Big Viz. This could lead right to Nick Fury in Secret Invasion. White Vision got some memories back, sure, but he might not be looking for a reunion as much as fulfilling his prime directive as a weapon for S.W.O.R.D. While speaking with Entertainment Tonight, WandaVision showrunner and creator Jack Schaefer made it clear: White Vision may have all of his old memories, but he's not the same Vision that Wanda knew. The way we approached it is, he has the data, but that's not her guy. When you have a synthezoid wandering around without a purpose, my guess is he'll probably go searching for one. Since he was developed by S.W.O.R.D, you might be forgiven for assuming he'd go looking for the head honchos of the organization. While Nick Fury and Vision don't have a lot of on-screen time together, the fact that the MCU changed the S.W.O.R.D acronym from Sentient World Observation Response Department, which is in the comics, to Sentient Weapon, all the rest of it, that could be a big hint that they are in control of their new toys. Vision, arguably being the most powerful sentient weapon they have, you can be sure they'll be wanting to keep tabs on it when coming upon, super Skrulls who might have other plans for the Earth. Who says shapeshifting Talos might not have to manipulate Wanda or Vision going forward by masking up as the articulate android himself? Also, let's just think about the humor that can come from a no-soul, straight-shooting Vision that's like Drax on steroids. Imagine that playing off of the king of sarcasm Nick Fury and the quippy Talos. If and when Vision does return, it might be best to keep that character journey going a little longer before flicking the soul switch back on and tossing him right back into the romance, right? We can get there eventually, but first, let's have a little sword play. Why not, right? When talking about sentient weapons and a suit of armor around the world, you'll at some point have to come to terms with the legacy of Tony Stark. That mantle is currently being carried by James Rhodey Rhodes in the Disney Plus series Armor Wars. While it's still early in development, what we do know is the focus is around War Machine dealing with Iron Man's technology falling into the wrong hands. Again, Vision is the legacy of Iron Man technology from the very beginning as Tony's Jarvis AI. As Vision is the world's biggest sentient weapon, War Machine could end up trying to find a way to either harness or contain that power, leading to either conflict or the team up of what remains of Team Tony. It was Vision's beam that caused Rhodey's injury in Civil War, so no one MCU character personally knows more about the dangerous power of a sentient weapon gone rogue than War Machine. With technological advancements being central to both characters, a trip to the tech-savvy nation of Wakanda could definitely be in order as well. While Rhodey could be looking for new Wakandan gizmos, the last time Vision was there, an awful lot of his brain patterns were being mapped by Suri. Hey, if that comes to pass, sign me up for that buddy road trip right now. Being the synthezoid vibranium man monster he is, it seems all but certain the Vision will be popping his head through walls and back onto screens sooner than later. With that power set, why not just fly your way to a beach or a data farm and live out your days getting some sun on all that white, right? The powerful ones never seem to get enough. Thanks for listening.